Moonbase Alpha status report.
Thank you, Helena. But I think I'll take over and do the recording for this. This is a rare situation that Alpha has never experienced before, as I'm sure you probably will confirm. And by some freak event of nature, or perhaps, as Victor always said, of some cosmic intelligence, we have been sent back to Earth again. And it's only roughly now been 16 years since the moon broke away. And it's just sort of a stagnant viewpoint at this stage of it. They don't care or don't desire to do anything else. So the moon base is here, but you're getting very little of any input from anyone else about what will happen or what will become of Moonbase Alpha. But I have one eagle on standby that can transport me to Earth if they decide they wish to talk to me. But I feel that I kept the base running, I kept it together, I kept as much as I could a community that was gratified and at peace with themselves, knowing that if we ever did get back to Earth, it would be because we all worked together. And I feel that that's what I want to hold true on Moonbase Alpha now, that if I have no personnel to operate it, I'll do the job myself. I've done it several times during the years we were in space. So for this current status report of Moonbase Alpha's overall operation, its status, its future needs, I would say we need a contact from Earth who can speak for us and tell us what is open to be discussed. What do the authorities wish us to do in comparison to what we can help Alpha to accomplish in the time frame that has elapsed since we've returned from outer space. And I'm hoping that we'll hear an answer from them about this soon. We have supplies. We do still have the nuclear disposal ranges on the moon that helped keep us alive. They powered the base all these years and has helped us to produce simulations of food and gases that we can breathe and maintain life on Alpha. And that's what we continue to do on a daily basis. Keep those systems functioning, keep them running, keep them operational. And as long as I'm able to, as the commander of Moonbase Alpha, I will continue in that capacity. Dr. Russell is checking both of our healths to make sure that we are able to continue the job that the directorate of the commission sent us here to do back in 1999, to continue the advancement of space. And I am hearing some facts that the commission is going to try and initiate another program of dispersal of nuclear waste from the Earth back up to the moon, even though the potential is that we could have another electromagnetic distortion of the radiation could cause serious medical problems for the staff. One good thing I've heard about is that since the moon broke out of the Earth's orbit, the majority of those countries with nuclear waste has been depositing this material for approximately 15 years to the poles of each north and south hemisphere. The Antarctic and the Arctic are now being used as burial sites for the radioactive waste, and this is to accomplish two things. One, it's to put it in an area where no man is actually inhabiting that region. And also the radiation does produce a somewhat of an internal reaction of heat, so that it'll help to keep fresh water coming to the center parts of the continents of the world, with fresh water that we can use, because Earth's tides, a lot of things about the moon's breaking out of orbit affected the magnetic fields that surround the Earth, and it is of a catastrophic event. I mean, it's a catastrophe, and they've been trying to put it back somewhat in a workable situation, is what the commissioner told me, that putting this waste is helping to create fresh water sources which aren't highly contaminated with radiation, but also to try to get the magnetic fields of the poles back in place because of the moon being gone. So this could be of help to them. And I have a problem thinking that if we can put it all in a mass on the moon, as was happened before in 1999, it's going to cause problems for everybody again. You cannot put a mass of radioactivity together and it not, over time, begin to disperse a high radioactive magnetic field that could affect not only human life, but also it could potentially it could tear the entire moon in half. You know, like a fault line. If you put all this stuff in one particular area or another and then it detonates, it could just crack the entire inner core of the mountain or the moon. So I've brought these issues up before the commission, and I am right now trying to await any decision they make. So again, this is Commander John Koenig, and Dr. Helena Russell remains with me on Moonbase Alpha, and we will not return to Earth, I would say, under any condition, other than to be on hand and help train any new personnel that the International Lunar Space Commission decides that they want to send. And I know that my friend and Helena's friend Alan Carter wished to return here, but we feel he's always wanted his own life too. We don't want to push him into a position like that where he will have to come back to Alpha and give up whatever life he might have. So we are going to leave it at that for the time being. We haven't heard from Maya. I think Maya has joined the Space Commission in advancing their technology. So it's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to hear from her when she does contact us, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens about that. So this is John Koenig, and I'm now ending my current status report on Moonbase Alpha's current status. And please continue to check back, as we will, about any new updates that become available to us. So thank you.
Commander Koenig, it's an honor and a privilege to contact you by means of the Lunar Space Commission, and just to tell you that we understand your reasons for not wanting to return to Earth, that being on Alpha is more important for you and for Dr. Russell. But I don't really understand why it is that you don't want to return. It's a pretty awful place, I'm sure, compared to what it was when you left in 1999. But Commander, why did you turn me off? I wish you would give me a chance to at least listen to what the Lunar Commission is offering you. It's a hard thing to return. I know there's the base and someone has to be there to operate it and to continue to keep it functioning. Long term, the base will have another group of personnel who will be sent from Earth to help you, and we hope you'll continue to keep in contact with us by communication. And I've heard from Alan Carter. He said he wanted to be at your disposal if you want to have the shuttle to take you back by Eagle, or if you just need somebody on standby at the base. But he said everybody understood your feelings about emergency Operation Exodus, that all of the personnel should leave the base. Most of them chose to anyway. So I just wanted you to know that we're here for you, Commander, and if you need anything at all, just please contact us. Don't hesitate to communicate with us, Commander, if you need anything. So I'll be in touch with you, Commander, in the next day or so. This is Earth contacting Moonbase Alpha. Commander Koenig, do you copy? If you are receiving me, we're awaiting any information you need to pass on to the Commission. We don't know what else we can do for you. You don't want to leave the base, I know. Neither does Dr. Russell, and we just know that in the present time we're trying to get together the personnel we need to help you and Dr. Russell with the operations there. So please keep in touch with us and let us know if you need anything else from Earth. The Lunar Space Commissioner himself, you know already, he has been replaced with Mr. Radinsky. He's now the new Space Commissioner in charge of financing and funding of the Space Commission. And when the need arises, he will probably come to the base by Eagle. We don't know yet when he's going to, because he's trying to allocate enough funding maybe to begin the replacement of your personnel, and also the potential chance of returning to the transport of nuclear waste again to the moon, but in no way as far as how it originally was done with the waste disposal areas. The Commission feels that we should disperse it over the entire lunar surface. Just take it all the way across the board, and then this way any chance of a electromagnetism buildup would not happen again, as what happened when the moon was blasted out of orbit back in 1999. The Commission is trying at this time to determine, is it feasible for us financially to do something like this on a massive scale, because you probably don't realize there is a massive amount of nuclear waste that the U.S. has had to store for other countries since 1999, and it's been buried in the Antarctic, in the Arctic area regions where there is no habitation of human life, and it potentially could create something like what happened on the moon. And if the Earth faced a major nuclear blast like this, it could knock the Earth's axis off. It could cause the Earth to go out of the gravitational pull of the sun. And we want to try and look at the possibility of continuing to transport the nuclear waste from Earth again, so that if such a thing happens, we possibly could have a smaller group of personnel on hand, and then everybody could get off the moon if it happens a second time. So we will keep you advised of that contingency of us reestablishing another waste disposal program from Earth in the future. So please, if you have any needs, Commander, please contact us. Don't hesitate. Let us know what all, if anything, you need. So thank you, Commander.
Answer, damn it!